guys, this is SCV Spacebub. Right now I got for you a tactics of my own invention. It's a late Banshee destruction, or just like Banshee rush, whatever you want to call it. I didn't actually make a good name for it just yet, although I do use it pretty much in any 1v1. I only play 1v1 random because I want to get the Banshee portraits, so I'm going to say that it is pretty hard to get the Banshee portrait. 750 random wins in 1v1. I can play decently well for the Bronze League in any race. This will be my weakest. So coming back to the point of this cast, it's actually to show you this late Banshee rush. Because it is pretty late. You do sacrifice around 2 minutes. You could get the first Banshees around 2 minutes earlier, but they would not be as efficient, and you would not be able to completely annihilate your opponent. So I am dropping down my supply depot at 911, which is very standard. I'm also getting just this continuous production of SCVs going. I don't want to stop and cripple myself in the early game. You do get your barracks at 12, is it 12:19 or something like that? Can't remember. 12, yeah, it is 12:19. So 12:19, you can see I do have 12:19 supply. I did drop down my SCV, and also will be dropping down my barracks here. I do not send the scout until my barracks actually made. Well, not made, but starting to make, when this little thingy-majiggy just drops. So I am making another SCV. I'm at 13:19 supply. I am throwing down my scout. In this tactics, scouting is crucial, purely because if there is a proxy right outside your base, you don't want to be waiting around 7 minutes mark to get your troops. So I am scouting to see if there are any proxies here, and I'm also trying to find where my opponent's base actually is, to see what's going on, and also to know where I'll actually be sending my Banshees to. So I did see his scout going in here, which obviously told me he's not there because he's scouting that. But I also seen that the scout is coming up, so you do want to wall off pretty fast. You do get the refinery at 13:19, and you just want to make sure you wall off pretty fast. If your opponent scouts it, it's not as efficient because you can get those cannons. Cannons, the ultimate counter to Banshees. So I actually scouted the wrong base first. I actually went to this one. My opponent is spawning here. So once you get your refinery, all of the SCVs you make, you just throw in a gas. You don't get any of the SCVs from the mineral line to the gas, because you just don't really screw yourself up with minerals. I am making my marines as well. This guy wasn't actually able to see anything at all except my wall. If you go to 1, you can see he's seen my supply depot, and he just seen 1 racks, which tells him absolutely nothing. He doesn't know I'm going for my second gas at 1827 supply, and that my first gas actually is fully saturated with having quite a few workers. If I go to income tab, it's 1816. I'm actually ahead. The other versions of Banshee Rush, they do cripple your economy pretty badly because they require you to get the 2 gases and then throw down 4 SCVs from the mineral line onto your gas, which screws you up pretty bad. I do have the scout, so I was able to see so far. I was able to see that he had 2 gate and that he had a gas working. So I'm actually getting attacked again. So am I microing right? Yep, I am microing my SCV. You can see that, and I did actually see the cybernetics score as well. So I did see the cybernetics score getting made, a simulator, and that there is no second gas. Although I don't know if I actually seen that. I might have. It doesn't really show really well, but there is no second gas. I did see the cybernetics score coming in pretty late, so it's nothing like a Stoker rush, proper 4-gate rush either. I'm making my factory just. It's really important to know. You only make your factory when you have around 180 gas. 180, is it 180? Yeah, it is 180 because you do want to have spare gas. You don't make it at 100 like in most rushes. You make it at 180, 190 if you want, which means you get a lot of spare gas, and you do need that spare gas to drop down all the stuff you actually need it. So I do have this factory. This factory is complete. I do have enough minerals and gas to throw down my 2 starports, and I should be getting them pretty much now. There you go. I'm making my starport here. I'm also making my starport here. Yep, here it is. You get your command center at orbital command center at about around 22, 27, between 22 and 24, just to make sure you're not too late with those mules. Mules really give you a huge advantage over your opponent with minerals. So you do get a lot of floating minerals. You can use that to make additional marines. Actually, got 4 on the field right now. And I'm just making even more SCVs. Also, big difference between my version of the rush and everybody else's is I am not throwing down the add-ons at any of my earlier buildings. As you can see, there is no tech lab coming in from the factory or the barracks. I'm just waiting to my starports get complete, and I'm gonna throw them on the buildings themselves. I'm actually doing some turtle tactics as well. I do have a lot of floating minerals, so I am throwing down a bunker just to make sure that even if these zealots do attack, they're just gonna do less damage. I don't want one of my supply depots to go down, so I'm just building a bunker here, excuse me. This bunker should actually go in first. If you spawn on lost tempo as we are in this situation, you want this bunker to go up first, because it actually guards this choke a bit as well as this choke. I did build up this bunker first though. I'm making another SC, whoa, that's not an SCV, that's a marine, and I'm not making SCVs, which is a big mistake by me. The second your tech lab is complete, you do want to throw down 2 Banshees and a tech lab, and as you can see, I got 62 minerals. I only had 30 when I actually throw everything down, which is the reason why you don't really want to throw down the tech labs when you get the starports. Or when you get the factories, sorry. You just want to get them the second you get your starports. So I'm getting my starports. I'm just not even. You should be aiming to continue to produce SCVs, although I can't do that since I am supply blocked. So there you go. This is a supply depot. You do want to make sure you make a continuous production of supply depots, just in case you do get in big trouble of being supply blocked. It's just terrible if you want to rush. You do need to make sure your supply is efficient, and that you can continuous production. Nope, that's not the right way to put it. I don't know, I've been trying to cast this game 4 times, and I hope this one actually works. I can't be asked to recast this. So what I was meant to say is that you do want to keep a continuous production, there we go, a continuous production of Banshees, or any unit you want to rush with, because you do want to have more than your opponent has. This, and I gotta say, this Protoss player is giving me a really nice present. He is making zealots, so that's like Christmas came early. He doesn't have a lot of stalkers. He did see my Banshees though. He did make an observer, and this observer is sitting right by my Banshee, just like that, being cloaked. Hello Banshee, what's up, man? Oh, woman I should say. So I actually did see this as well. If I go to my screen, you can just see, because of the different colors, it's actually easier to see the observer on black. At least I find it easier, so I can actually see him here. And I'm supply blocked once again, which just like sucks hard. I was actually making it though, so I was supply blocked only for a second and making additional 2 Banshees. And right now I got a dilemma. Do I want to move out straight away and destroy my opponent with what I got, which is a bit risky? It could be efficient because he doesn't have cannons. However, he does have this this observer, which I do need to make sure he actually kill him before moving out, because that just means that all those stalkers will actually be able to make quite a nice work off my Banshees. So the reaction to the Banshees was a forge. He made additional pylons to protect his buildings from getting depowered, and now he just has to wait for the forge to actually get the cannons. So I'm just getting my marines here. I do need to kill this observer ASAP. Additional 3 Banshees are on the way. Additional 2. I'm gonna have 6 Banshees. Like I said, is the optimal amount of Banshees to attack with. It's not too late. It's not really early though, but it just does so much damage. Damage to time. 6 Banshees is your best bet. So I got my 6 Banshees. I nearly got enough energy for a scan. I should be scanning right now. And bye bye observer. Which of them will actually get the kill? There you go. This marine, the middle marine, actually got the kill. and I am moving in with my Banshees. So he is making a cannon here. He's also making a cannon here. He doesn't have any more detectors though, and he should be making one. It's a bit of a mistake by the Protoss player. You do want to have a lot of observers when you're versing Banshees. So he did move underneath my Banshees. He thought I wouldn't cloak them. I did cloak my Banshees, and I actually do see this cannon getting made. So before it's actually made, I don't know if it gets to make. Yes, it did get to make for a split second. So as you can see, 6 Banshees are able to make this Stalker army pretty much certain up. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Stalkers left, so I nearly outnumber them. They only outnumber me by 1, which is not a lot, and now I see this robotics facility, and that's really not good. I don't want an observer coming out, so I even sacrifice a Banshee for it, just to destroy this one building. It's crucial to destroy any buildings that can produce detectors, especially when they move in detectors. These cannons you can just fly around by, but if you see a robotics bay, you just want to destroy it ASAP. So I do have 3 Banshees left. I lost 3 Banshees destroying this building, and when the cloak and field actually went on 2 of the Banshees, I didn't fall back. That's what you should do. However, I do know I do have this game pretty much in the bank. I was able to shut down his main. He doesn't have a natural, and his income is 0, so he's not able to produce anything else. This cloak and field is also off. I should be able to get this Banshee back, but like I said, because I know that this game is won already, I've just done so much damage, I can afford to lose Banshees and fight. It just looks better to actually just destroy more. I'm not even concentrating on probes anymore. Now I am. Now I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, destroying the probes. Really important. And all those probes will go down. This army does move in. I am on attack move, so they will automatically get attacked shooting the stalkers. So the stalker does go down. There is another stalker getting made, but he's not really able to do much. And cloak and field is actually off on the final 2 Banshees. I do see this, and I do actually fall back with one of the Banshees. Actually, that's 140, not 125 health points. But that's why, as you can see, they don't have armor. They don't really have a lot of health, so against cannons, they're not really that efficient. However, right now in the base, I do have additional 4 Banshees, and I will have additional 2 coming in. And you can see I got enough minerals to actually throw down an expo. My expansion is going to the island. We are playing on the Lost Temple map, so it is a ladder game as well. I should mention that it is done in a ladder game. This guy had completely no clue what I was going to do until I done it, or at least until he's had this observer in my base. So at 7 minutes I had my first Banshee, and this is more or less a GG for him. He is trying to rebuild. He didn't really lose a lot of probes. Although saying that, he has 16, I got 26. He doesn't have a natural or any kind of expansion. I got an island expansion, which is really safe. And from his stalkers, I don't think they can actually blink unless they blink here. He doesn't even have blink research though. So I'm just setting up this expansion to work, and I got an additional 6 Banshees right now, 2 more coming in. This one actually did survive with 6 kills, and I'm just moving back in again to make sure I can do even more damage. This cannon is going up late once again. This should be the first cannon he make, not this, but he made this one because just he couldn't do this one. He didn't have the pylon. They destroyed this pylon, which prevented him from actually defending his mineral line. And bye fountain cannon. This fountain cannon does go down. This stalker also goes down. And well, as you can see, there's nothing he can really do. I got additional 7 Banshees in his base, 2 more in my own base, and I'm just like destroying even more probes. What's his reaction to? I did that. I am actually engaging this army. They can see me because of this cannon. Those cannons detect further than they actually shoot, and we actually see a push coming in. As you can see, that's why I turtled in at the beginning. I got bunker here, 2 racks producing marines, or they should be producing marines. This one is actually not working. But I do have this 1 barracks producing marines. I've got this bunker and this bunker full of marines as well. And I mean, they only got a pack of stalkers, a pack of zealots, sorry, and only 2 stalkers. because you can't really do much. I do have this expansion working. I'm just destroying whatever I can. The cloaking is, I think, gone. Yep, the cloaking field has actually run out, and it's a all-in rush coming in push. Sorry, it's not a rush, it's a push. So it's an all-in coming in from the red player, and he's actually fallen back as well. So he is forced to GG, and he doesn't even GG. He just rage quits. I do have additional 2 Banshees going in to destroy this army. And as you can see, it's a really good way of destroying your opponent, especially in the early games. I really do like it, and well, I hope you learned how to do this late Banshee rush method that completely kills your opponent. I was able to win this. I was able to win it pretty easily, and I find it really fun tactics to play with, especially when you can throw down these additional barracks. With a lot of minerals, I got 2,000 minerals. I could be throwing additional 4 racks probably. I got this base working as well, so throw down additional 4 racks, grab your natural if the initial Banshee rush fails, or if you want to play with your opponent, you can just like make these Banshees fall back, see if he tries to rebuild, and just completely annihilate him with mass marines later on, or something like that. So it is a pretty fun build. It's in later games it can be pretty micro intensive. If you're playing against Terran who has scans, you need to fly away and stuff like that. But it's pretty easy to do, and especially in the early games, it's pretty fun. So this was SCV Spaceweb, and I hope you know my new tactics.